officially underway in Seattle.
Look, communication.
Indeed, picked up at the 5-yard line. It's Mohammed trying to find some room on the outside, puts his head down, gets to the 25-yard line, so they avert disaster on the opening kickoff of the game. So it is Adam Mohammed getting the start at tailback for the Huskies. And that's who Williams was looking for on the first play of the game, a bit off the mark. Mohammed getting the start in the backfield, and a couple of freshman wide receivers expected to make some noise as well. 2nd and 10 here. Going to keep it on the ground to Mohammed, who has some room. It's 3rd and 5, big play early for Washington. Williams going to the air, pressure coming, flushed out of the pocket to his left. Thought about cutting it upfield, using the legs here, picking up the first down is Damon Williams. That's what makes him so dangerous. Williams, quick pass to the outside. Raiden Vines Bright breaks a tackle, very close to picking up another first down. Oh, bad snap over the head of Williams. And Purdue jumps on it. It's Breon Ishmael. What a massive turnover by Washington.
And that's the great equalizer. That's what crushed them against Wisconsin. The turnovers. One came via the air. You can see this one sails up high. We talked about the rejiggered offensive line and how they've got guys made in position. This is the first week when they've ever had some semblance of a consistency there, and this is what happens. Unbelievable.
Here's Ryan Brown trying to capitalize on this massive turnover here early in the first.
Come pressure.
Keeping it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room to work with for Antonio Harris. He got his quarterback back. Keeping it on the ground again. This is Harris. Head down before he is taken down by Rashawn Clark.
Got a trips formation. They're going to empty this thing 5 verticals here. They're going to go through the pass here. Sepple got a motion on the right side. Busted the opportunity.
Flags flying from everywhere on 3rd down.
False start. Offense number 58. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
3rd and 11. Gets it off. The receiver slips. That was Nitro Tuggle. As I said, it was raining earlier, a slippery turf, and he slipped as the ball was delivered. McAllister's punt fielded at the 10-yard line. And Desmond Roback calls for the fair catch. More pushing and shoving going on. It's going to be a frisky game here at Husky Stadium. And here's not a lot of running room for Adam Mohammed. Mohammed still in it, running back on 2nd and 10.
Now, this is probably going to be a run. They're going with 2 tights.
And there it is, a little end around, trying to look for some room. Out to the 15-yard line is Jordan Washington, the redshirt freshman. Mohammed alongside Williams here on 3rd and 5. Williams looking to throw, clean pocket, pass complete, but what a tackle made at the 15-yard line. Decker to Graff, wrapped up by Smiley Bradford. Luke Dunn, the Oregon transfer, on to punt inside his own 10-yard line, and this one a little bit wobbly as it lands at the 45, gets a positive bounce inside the 40. Purdue keeping it on the ground on 1st down, and that goes for 3 yards. Devin Bryant on the stop. Brown, quick pass to the outside. It's Jackson. Ooh. Jackson ducks the head, gets 1, maybe 2. This is a very physical game already. Malachi Thomas is checked in at running back on 3rd and 5. Brown gonna run it himself. And picking up the first down right up the middle and then some.
He's got 5 guys to block 4 in the middle and a free center open on a linebacker. That's about a 40-pound differential that he takes advantage of.
It's actually Malachi Singleton who has checked in at quarterback and then completes the pass to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 2. Here's Singleton again, looking to throw. Oh, it's dropped by Nitro Tuggle. had it in his hands. In Husky territory, they've had great field position on these first 2 drives. 3rd and 2 here. And it does not look like Singleton gets there. Going for it on 4th and 1. It's Antonio Harris and the Wildcat.
Wow, I don't know if he got it, man.
Man, that's going to be close.
Yep. Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh, I'm going to be about a foot short.
After review, the ruling that the runner was short of the line to gain is upheld. It's first down for Washington. Purdue is charged a second team timeout of the half, and it loses its challenge for the remainder of the game.
Wow. Williams looking to throw. Gonna let it rip off the left sideline. Wow! That was incredible. Omari Evans somehow, some way hung on. Tony Grimes was all over him. Evans making his first start of the season.
Isn't that amazing? Kept his eyes on it the entire time.
Here's Mohammed. Purdue defensively did a nice job of stringing that one out. Looking to the end zone. Pressure coming. Nice job just getting back inside the 10-yard line and very close to the first down before Williams is wrapped up by Charles Correa. Oh, over the head of Williams again. He comes up with it. Looking to a wide open receiver. First down Washington. What a wild play. Decker DeGraff was wide open.
Wow. I mean, you've got an unbalanced look up front. The ball once again, Aaron over the quarterback's head and to the right.
First and goal. On the ground, Mohammed breaks a tackle, trying to spin his way into the end zone, and he will be just short, about a foot away from being 6 points. Inside and in, it is touchdown Washington. Why not give it to the hammer, Adam Mohammed? And that could have been a very different looking drive if Damon Williams did not show the poise and maturity that he did on that play. The ball snapped over his head. He scooped it up, found the open man, picked up a first down, and it was capped by the Mohammed 1-yard touchdown run. And this one will be brought out of the end zone, out past the 25-yard line, almost to the 30 by Michael Jackson III. It's Singleton in there now. Singleton looking to the left side, and Wolver shoots Nitro Tuggle by a ways. Looking to throw again. 3-man rush from Washington, taking a shot deep, and he got it. Michael Jackson holding on to this one out to the 46-yard line. The biggest play of the game for Purdue.
Well, they beat it, despite the fact you mentioned the 3-man rush. That means 7 are back in coverage. It's man-free. Everybody's up, locked on one guy. All you got to do is beat one. You got 3 to beat one. If you can do it, that's great. This case, good for 26 yards. Oh!
Whoa! In comes trouble at the 45-yard line. It was Deshaun Lynch coming off the edge in a hurry. Singleton surveying the field. Lets it rip, incomplete. Pressure coming from Washington. Singleton wide open down the middle of the field. A huge lane, but not able to get to the line to gain. Inside the Washington 40, and we have a timeout call.
It's under review for potential targeting.
Ooh, a targeting.
After review, there was no foul for targeting. It's 4th down.
That's a good call. Good no call.
Keeping it on the ground there, not gonna get it.
Wow.
This Washington defense answering the call on 4th down. X-Ray Alexander. And now this offense trying to build on that last drive. And what a wild drive it was. Ooh, a little reverse here. Flea flicker back to the quarterback. Throwing it back to Omari Evans. And here's Evans with a stiff arm showing the wheels. And That was a lot of work for a 5-yard gain. Ooh, Williams eluding the rusher. Looking downfield, decides to tuck it and run. Doesn't pick up the first down, about a yard shy before he's taken down by Miles Slusher. Jordan Washington and Adam Mohammed in at running back now. This is Mohammed picking up the first down for the Huskies. Jed Fish done a really nice job rebuilding this program, on track if they can hold down the fort for a 10-win season. Here's Mohammed picking up a first down. Mohammed getting a breather with Jordan Washington checking into the game. And here's Washington breaking a tackle, picking up a first down of his own. Williams swinging it to the outside. That's Desmond Roebuck. Williams, all kinds of time. Williams looking to throw on 3rd and 7, complete to Roebuck, diving for the first down. Does he get there? And it looks like it is indeed a first down. Here's the quarterback, Williams on the keeper, and nothing going there. Swallowed up at the 20-yard line. Coming in to make the stop with C.J. Nunley. Williams on the little jet sweep look to Raiden Vines-Bright, but that wasn't going anywhere. Just sniffed out by Breon Ishmael. A lot of work to do here on 3rd and 19 for the Huskies. Another high snap. Williams comes down with it, completes the pass, and Raiden Vines-Bright does a nice job as he is slow to get up here.
Officials timeout for player injury.
That's because Miles Slusher really tagged him, man, from that deep safety position.
And there's a flag too that's just been thrown.
They're popping out there, man. Yeah, they're going to say a prayer for him. They're going to bring out a card, I think.
After the play, unsportsmanlike taunting. Defense, number 9, half the distance to the goal, automatic. First down.
And then there was an unsportsmanlike penalty called on Miles Slusher. He circled here, walking on the Washington sideline, and appears to be talking to them the whole time. Williams keeping it on his own, picks up about a yard. Manny Powell, who leads the Big Ten in tackles. This time it's Mohammed down to the 2-yard line, wrapped up by Tony Grimes. Touchdown saving tackle by Grimes. On the 1-yard line after the gain of 7, keeping it on the ground here, and another easy touchdown run for Adam Mohammed. After the penalty, Washington scores their 2nd touchdown of the game.
Basically inside zone. You got everybody's pushing down to the right side, and he finds a nice little soft back and cuts across the grain. This guy right here is an asset.
And the ball returned out to the 30-yard line. Purdue has only had 2 first downs as we are nearly midway through the 2nd quarter.
This will be just their 17th play.
Brown, flag.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Keeping on the ground on 1st and 15. Not able to get to the 30-yard line is Malachi Thomas. Thomas in motion. Brown looks that way, flushed out to the right, and just has to get rid of it. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Brown looking downfield on third down, has a man, flag down, plenty for the first. It's E.J. Horton. Have to see what the penalty is here, though.
Illegal substitution. 12 players in the defense. The penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first down. Malachi Thomas picks up 2. Brown looking to the middle of the field, and he's picked off at the 45. Zadrius Reyes-Saleh. We told you about this freshman, how much they loved him. And they said, man, he looks good getting off the bus. We had to see if he could play, and he makes a play here.
I asked Ryan Walters which one of these guys had the best range. He says Reyes-Saleh is the guy who's got better foot speed.
The result of the play was that the runner was short of the line of the game. It'll be first down Washington. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 7, Washington, taunting with a throat slash. It is number 7's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. A second results in game disqualification. That's a 15-yard penalty. Also, sideline warning, Washington. That is only a warning. There's no yardage associated with that warning.
Penalty on the end. This is Ephesians Prysock with the throat slash gesture to the Purdue bench. We've seen this from both teams, not the throat slash, but unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. It has been very chippy, and I think one of the reasons may be that these two coaching staffs know each other so well.
That's Rule 921A. They'll get you every time for that one. Hate it.
Keeping it on the ground with some room. It's Jordan Washington trying to go the distance, and he does. A 68-yard touchdown for the speed merchant from Long Beach, California, Jordan Washington.
I want you to watch the coverage from Miles Slusher, number 9 in the backfield. Watch him just get frozen. Oh, drops down to a knee. A phone book move here. There's a player down in the 40, but that was an excellent run. Great run after the move.
All the plays a touchdown. After the game, after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Scoring team number 4 removing his helmet. The 15-yard penalty will be assessed in the kickoff. It's number 4's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
The first touchdown of Washington's career. And maybe he didn't know the rule, but I can guarantee he will after this. It's up, it's good. Ethan Machowski on to kick off for Washington. And the Huskies have scored 21 points in the last 10.5 minutes. Here's Jackson going up the right sideline out to about the 29-yard line before he is tripped up. Gonna keep it on the ground. And that Washington defense, there were 3 guys there. And Elenius Davis. Look at the numbers for the 2 quarterbacks. Antonio Harris back in at running back on 2nd and 9. Here's Harris. And Harris sets up a 3rd and manageable.
Here comes pressure from the field now.
Keeping it on the ground again with Harris. This time it's the quarterback keeping it himself. Malachi Singleton picks up 4.
The pre-snap read is going to tell you 60% of what you're going to do on any given play. And if that's constantly changing, you're in a hole.
Singleton going to go to the air. He's pressured, climbs the pocket, launches it deep. And it's over the head of E.J. Horton. 3rd and 6 for Singleton.
Nice.
Pressure coming right up the middle. Singleton gets it off, able to keep his feet, but not able to pick up the first down. That was the tight end, Rico Walker.
He's the guy that's been sneaking around on that edge, giving you the illusion that he's going to blitz. And he can do it because he's got an athletic safety over the top of him, ready to cover his responsibility.
Punt nearly blocked. Fair catch called for at the 10-yard line by Roebuck. Mohammed out to the 13-yard line. Charles Correa on the tackle for Purdue. Make the handoff to Mohammed, and they're going to take a shot here. A completed pass. It's DeGraff out past the 40-yard line. Here's Mohammed. You know, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but he should have been wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Took a little stutter step, takes his time, really patient running. Well, the here and the now, it's 2nd and 6 for Damon Williams. Looking to throw. All kinds of time, just dancing around, rolling to his right, lets it go. And it was Kevin Green Jr. who was the intended receiver. 3rd and 6. Williams. Flag on the play. He was looking for Omari Evans again. Evans being guarded by Khalil Cummings.
Pass interference. Defense for 28. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic.
Yeah, Khalil's got that left hand and just grabbed him there at the end and tried to put those hands up, but the side judge, she was all over it.
Here's Mohammed. Toss out to Mohammed, throws it back to Williams. Williams looking downfield, lets it go, and he has him. The trickeration to Audric Harris. And Washington, Jed Fish, and the offensive coordinator Jimmy Doherty have been drawing up some fun plays tonight.
And this is what we call a levels concepts. He actually had 2 options. This is good for 28 yards, but he got the underneath right here on the throw. But there's a guy over the top that's available too for him to throw to as well. That's just a tremendous job of understanding where your talent is. Omari Evans was over the top waiting for a ball as well.
Mohammed had to fight to get to the 5-yard line. Manny Powell on the stop for Purdue. Mohammed with some room. Mohammed in for yet another touchdown. Twice as nice, but 3 times as better. Adam Mohammed doing some work.
He comes inside like a whirling dervish. Watch him, man. He's always moving forward. The patience there to freeze a would-be defender on the inside.
Coming into tonight, Washington was 34 of 37 scoring in the red zone, 92% tonight. 12 carries, 54 yards last week in relief of Jonah Coleman, and 3 touchdowns here tonight. He hadn't scored a touchdown since week 2. As Purdue has 55 seconds here in the first half to try to get some points on the board.
Got to be careful here, though.
Brown not going anywhere. And Dario Thompson. Here's Brown keeping it himself. Come to halftime, Washington feeling pretty good after a slow start, putting 28 points on the board. And we are now officially underway in this second half. And even more chippiness. We've had a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in the first half, and we're seeing more of it here now.
Sideline warning. Purdue bench. There's no yardage associated with the warning.
Keeping it on the ground with Harris. And Harris picks up 4. Brown looking to the right side, rolling out. Kind of gets rid of it at the last minute. It was Christian Moore, the tight end.
And they'll try to bring this formation and spread it out a little bit and try to find a soft spot. Art Browse used to do this and run inside zone.
Pressure coming. Lets it go downfield. It's tipped. He had a man open. He was looking for Michael Jackson, but it was the safety, Alex McLaughlin, who gets a hand on it. McAllister's punt is blocked. Somehow he gets it away. I don't know how he got that punt off. Rolls inside the 15-yard line. Ontario Thompson deflected it.
That's the split flow that works.
Well, there's Washington again with room. Picks up the first down out to the 29-yard line. Washington now 1 yard away from a 100-yard game. And here he goes again. Washington close to picking up another first down, and he's over the 100-yard mark. Mohammed back in now on 2nd and 1. And just hard running out of Mohammed picks up the first down. Williams with time, steps up in the pocket, lets it go, and it's Harris in for the score. A 61-yard touchdown to Audric Harris.
Nothing unlucky about this number 13. Harris does a wonderful job out of this stack formation of the nod and just blowing right by the would-be defender. That's Hines on the opposite side of him, and he goes right over the top.
Harris with 2 catches for 90 yards and that touchdown. Audric Harris, his first touchdown of the year from 60-plus yards. Singleton looking up top, trying to go back shoulder to Nitro Tuggle. Malachi squared, Singleton and Thomas in the backfield. And this is Singleton dragged down by Devin Bryant. 3rd and 9, Purdue needs a spark. Pressure coming off the edges. Singleton gets rid of it, and there's the flags coming. You can see it. Takario Davis had the receiver all wrapped up.
Because he's got his hands all over him.
Pass interference, defense at the spot of the foul, automatic, first down.
Nitro Tuttle, the intended wide receiver. Looking at the option, the pitch to the outside. And another positive play for this Purdue offense. And here's Singleton keeping it again, about a yard shy of the line to gain.
They got to communicate more clearly. They got the weaker guy on the cover of the slot. They got a route here. They get it.
3rd and 1, tip pass. Let's see if his defense can step up here on 4th down. Singleton going to keep it himself. And I don't know if he got it.
Well, this seems like
they gave it to him.
They gave it to him? Wow.
And no challenge coming, at least not yet. They get the snap off. Singleton.
Nice.
A little pitch end around. And another first down for Purdue. It's E.J. Horton inside the 25.
Well, he just says, you got a 13 that's pretty good. He says, I'm not so bad myself. I'm going to show you 27 reasons why. On the end around, he comes and settles the ball. But watch him be judicious and not get ahead of his blocking. Chokes his motor and then comes down and gets additional 7 yards after making that break. That's an excellent running.
Longest play of the night for Purdue, 27 yards. Singleton again, and nothing going here. He is scattered, smothered, and covered by this Husky defense. Singleton looking to throw. The intended receiver was Corey Smith.
Coming with the pressure look, a single safety high. That means you got 8 to 9 guys up front in the box playing the run.
Singleton dumps it off, and there's nowhere to go for Antonio Harris. Going to bring up 4th down. 41-yard field goal attempt for Spencer Parath. And the kick is good, so Purdue on the board for the first time tonight. the freshman again with some room to run. Picks up the first down out to the 39-yard line before Manny Powell makes a stop. Williams looking to throw, buying some time up the right side. Nearly hauled in. Roebuck going for the one-handed catch. Not able to make it happen. Mohammed back into the game of running back. Low snap. Williams keeping it himself. Out past the 40. Picks up 2, maybe 3. 3rd and 6. Here's Mohammed. Cutting it back up inside. Mohammed keeping his feet inside the 35. '27-yard gain for Mohammed.
Well, this guy is elusive, man. He's something else. Watch him again. Make a guy miss an open field. There's no way you can plant. You try to settle on him, and even when you get a nice solid shot on him, he's able to run through it.
Taking a shot downfield. He got it. Washington almost scores again. Decker to Graff. Knocked down inside the 5-yard line.
Taj Rael popped him pretty good there as he got down. It's a significant gain of 30+, and he paid for it on the back end, Dan, but not after big-time yards.
Mohammed looking for his 4th touchdown of the game, wrapped up by C.J. Nunnally. Looking to throw is Williams. Into the end zone and hauling it in. What a tremendous diving catch by Desmond Roebuck. This Husky offense is clicking on all cylinders. Over 40 here at home once again.
Well, this is what they do when they're at home, right? Outstanding play. We showed a graphic earlier. The outlier game being Ohio State. Outside of that, they have been dominant here at home.
The extra point up and good.
And alternately, Purdue's quarterbacks are struggling. Only 6 for 18, 51 yards, 0 touchdowns.
And a complete pass for Purdue. It's Nitro Tuggle. Well, and there is a first down.
Nice.
This time it's E.J. Horton to the 40-yard line.
Here comes pressure.
Singleton gets popped. Pressure coming. Singleton gets it off, and another completion, another first down for Purdue. It's Nitro Tuggle again.
They're moving the ball, man, and this is what you want. You want teams to show fight. Everybody's executing. This is another plus double-digit, 14 yards net on this play. That means you got plenty of time to protect.
Oh.
And then you shoot yourself in the foot.
False start.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. First down.
6 penalties for 49 yards for Purdue. Singleton getting chased out of the backfield. He's able to get it off to Harris, but he is wrapped up right away. It was Deshaun Lynch.
Here comes that sneaky corner blitz again.
Yeah, there it is. Gets it off somehow to Singleton. It was Michael Jackson on the catch. Not a whole lot of yardage, but a yeoman's effort from Malachi Singleton just to get that pass off. It is a beautiful setting. There's no doubt about that. It hasn't been very pretty for Purdue. Singleton avoids the rush, running for his life. Gets it off. Catch is made. What a tremendous job coming back to get that ball by Rico Walker.
And that's what it takes, individual effort. First of all, by the quarterback to avoid 3 would-be tacklers in his face. And then to deliver on time, running across his brain, the body, and release it. That's impressive.
Flag down on the play. Normally holding when the quarterback's running around for that long.
The result of the play was a first down after the play. Offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct fouls. Offense number 17, defense number 12. The foul's offset. It is the first unsportsmanlike conduct foul for each player. A second results in game disqualification.
Rico getting the talking to by Barry Odom as they're yapping back and forth a little bit after the 16-yard gain.
I think that's the 5th. We had 2 warnings, right? And then 1 actual call. There's been a lot of that tonight.
And inside the 25-yard line now is Purdue, still looking for their first touchdown of the game.
Nice.
Here's Harris. Nice job just to make that catch, spinning his way inside the 20. And Harris, who came into the game with 11 receptions on the season, shows good hands there.
Nice cut.
Keep it on the ground on first down. And E.S. Davis making sure that doesn't go for more than a couple yards.
Rotating back to a single safety look, so they're going to try to get pressure on the quarterback.
Singleton just off the mark, not on the same page as Michael Jackson, threw it behind him.
Well, he got a hand of that on that too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Did he not?
Somebody tip it?
Yeah, I think he did. I knew pressure was going to be coming just because of the formation, and I think he did get his hand up there.
You are absolutely correct. It was Deshaun Lynch, who's had a really nice game. Throwing on 3rd and 9. And not going anywhere. Zach Durfee. Another sack for the Huskies.
He's standing up here right on the edge. He comes down, engages, gets the pole, the short pole, and then extends it, comes off and makes a great play inside. You can extend your reach.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 17. Excuse me, offense number 17. 15-yard penalty. It's number 17's second unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. He is ejected.
Wow.
So that's Rico Walker. Poor ass long this season, 50 yards. This from 51. And he got it. Yeah, and he's here in Seattle, and now he has a new quarterback in the game in Kai Horton, the Tulane transfer, who's getting some action. He's only thrown 5 passes this year. Pitches to the outside, and it's Mohammed out past the 30-yard line. More tough running by Mohammed. More pressure coming, and Horton is just sat down by Manny Powell.
You can see him working from that inside position. He comes upfield, sheds one guy, violent hands, just to run right through the guy that's been running like crazy today. Mohammed gets past him and makes a great play.
And a wobbly punt goes out of bounds around the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Washington as a team has been like inflation, and Purdue has been like real wages. Can't keep up.
Incomplete pass for Purdue. And Singleton on the run. Gets it off. In and out of the arms of Nitro Tuggle. We do have a flag down.
That was deep in the secondary. It's going to be against Washington.
Holding defense number 8. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
That's Decario Davis, the cornerback for Washington. Singleton dumps it off over the middle. That's the tight end, Christian Moore. Singleton taking a shot, has a man wide open. It's Tuggle down to the 10-yard line. So make stuff for that drop pass earlier with a wide open catch there. Big first down for Purdue.
Yeah, they had Devin Bryan and company, who's actually in a Mike linebacker position, what we call shooting the pipe. He's going playing that center field position. He comes all the way over to that side, and you've got three guys. One of them is a linebacker defending a wide receiver. Still got open.
36-yard gain for Tuggle.
Oh,
Keeping it on the ground and nowhere to go. Who else? Rainey Saleh.
it's just taking them too long. They're running out of time. But I see improvement for Purdue.
Keep it on the ground inside the 10-yard line. 1 for 2 in the red zone tonight are the Boilermakers. 3rd and 7 here for his offense. Singleton gonna run it.
Nice.
Or throw it. He had everybody faked out. And how about wide open in the back of the end zone, E.J. Horton Jr. Man, he sold that well, didn't he?
He turned it into an RPO. He ran that thing right up to the line of scrimmage. He got press coverage on the outside. That's a busted coverage right there. The cornerback thought he had help. He touched that guy and tagged him and let him go and just sit back in the end zone. Was Justin having some Mardi Gras beads around his neck? What was that?
Yeah, Mardi Gras drip. Worth about $500,000 on his neck. I don't know if I'd be wearing all that, you know, during a game. I'd be afraid to lose it.
No, bro.
And this is why the future is so bright for the Huskies, as Kai Horton, the Tulane transfer, is again in at quarterback. And they are keeping it on the ground here. Hard running by Ryken Moon.
They've got a bunch of young receivers, too, that have worked their way up into the lineup.
Keeping on the ground again with Moon. Yeah, they have 7 freshmen.
And when you see that, usually they're putting the best playmakers out in those spots. That youth and athleticism, it's rare.
Horton on play action. Has plenty of time looking downfield, but he's going to tuck it and run. Eludes a tackle and in plus territory. Nice heads-up play. Good decision-making by Kai Horton. Throw again. Decker to Graff. He is having himself a game.
I love this route here. It's called Y seam, right? Release outside. Everybody's dropping in the quarter field responsibility. At linebackers not shooting the pipe like they would do in a classic Bob Sanders type cover 2 scheme, Tampa 2. Nobody's covering the tight end. He's wide open.
Throwing again, sliding catch made at the 10-yard line. It's Omari Evans. Huskies back in the red zone where they're 4 for 4 tonight. It's the running back. Moon wide open, head down, take it down at the 2. Just shy of the line to gain and the end zone. Hershey McLaurin saves the touchdown. Moon again. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it before he meets D'Amico Kennedy and C.J. Nunley. 3rd and 1. Here's Moon fighting, and he's not going to get there.
Well, I tell you, Alex Sanford came off that edge screaming. Oh, he got in.
Wow, not only did he get in, it was Kai Horton who got in for the touchdown. Fooled us all. What a fake.
How about this right here? Watch the ride and mesh. This guy looks like a wizard. Looks like Jamel Holloway back in the day, man. Jamel was so small, he'd fold that ball in there and pull it out. Nobody even know he had it. That's pretty strong.
That was perfect.
Houdini.
Kai Horton touchdown. And there's a look at Jed Fish having a conversation with Jonah Coleman. Jonah wearing the bling and the grills.
I'm telling you, man. Gee.
Singleton looking downfield. E.J. Horton had a step on the defender, not able to connect. Bye week coming up for Purdue after this. Singleton has a man. Jesse Watson. And it has been a brutal last 4 games for Purdue.
Talk about a murderer's row.
3rd and 10. Somebody, anybody get open for this man. End over end punt, fielded at the 40-yard line, and that's not going to go any further. That was Sterling Smith on the tackle.
Well, that was textbook tackle there, man.
Well, it is a 36-point lead for Washington. Barry Odom going to have a week to get ready for another tough game against Indiana to wrap up their regular season. And there's Jed Fish showing a little love to his running back, Adam Mohammed, who had 3 touchdowns in the game and is all smiles here tonight.
Well, Adam Mohammed certainly helped him out of a bind with their starter out. A guy that was on pace for another 1,000 yards till he hurt his knee. And
the 36-point margin of victory is the largest margin of victory in a Big Ten game to date.